people reaching out, worried for him, and sending their best wishes, including the Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's the Miami Dolphins quarterback.
He must have been going in head because if they slide the quarterbacks, they can't be touched.
Let me intro Jason, because we've been chatting off. It was Jason Bell, former NFL star.
That'd be a good idea.
Who's creating content for us here on the YouTube channel at talkSPORT.com, has joined us. Yeah, Jason, you've seen it. It was a nasty one, wasn't it?
Yeah, you always worry about a guy who's susceptible to concussions whenever they go down. And yeah, it was just a routine play. He went in with his head first, trying to pick up the first down, and he hit the guy's chest, and there you go. You have a concussion. It's scary, man, when you see a guy go down. As players, when we know that's happened to a player before, we all start to get very concerned.
Yeah. I mean, looking at it, back in the day, probably before your day of playing, that was a sort of routine hit, and guys would often just get up and get on with it. But the protocols now are very, very different, aren't they?
Yeah. Every time somebody gets tackled, they're looking at how they get up. They're trying to see, are they fine? Is everything okay? They have a person who's an independent doctor on the sideline watching every play, making sure players are fine when they get up. So, yes, it was a routine play, but this guy has had it before, which is the issue we have.
Yeah. I mean, potentially he'll have to talk to the doctors. He may have a big call to make. We hope not. We hope he's going to be absolutely fine. But, there is a build-up. We know from people, not just in the NFL, in rugby, build-up of concussions can do you damage.
Yeah, and Tua spent all last season trying to get better with this. He did mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, to make sure he knew how to fall. And he made it through the year successfully without a concussion. He was bigger last year. This year, he seems like he slimmed up a little bit, and maybe he didn't do the same things as he did the previous offseason to get ready. But these are things that just happen right now. It's all about Tua's health.
You had 6, you were telling us, over your career.
I had 6 concussions, and the last one was the worst one. When I tried to come back, I was jogging and I had a massive headache, and I knew this isn't right. Everything's fine now, but yeah, it's something you worry about. It happened to me because I played a lot of special teams, and it happened a lot on kickoff. That's why they've taken the kickoff out of the game, because I used to run down there and hit 4 big guys just by myself, and that's where most of my concussions came from.
And they got a 96-yard kick return for a touchdown last week, which was actually quite exciting.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I love that they have changed it and made that play more impactful in the game.
Beyond the injury at Tagovailoa, it wasn't a great night for Miami. The crowd was seen leaving early. They got stuffed, didn't they, really, by the Bills, 31-10.
Oh, the Bills dominated in the running game, too. I mean, the thing that's scary about the Bills is they got a guy that's Superman in Josh Allen. So he's going to make a big play. But if you can run the ball and control the line of scrimmage the way they did, they're going to be hard to beat. Plus, that defense really stepped up. They play Miami tough all the time.
They're one of the teams that people quite fancy to go all the way, aren't they, the Bills, this season?
Yeah, because in this league, when you have a quarterback, when you got a playmaker like that, you always got a chance. And that's what he is. I mean, the guy is a human highlight film. So if that defense just holds up, they've had a lot of injuries, but if they hold up, they can do some dynamic things.
Yeah.
One of the questions in our quiz this week was who earns more, Dak Prescott or Mahomes? And it turns out it's Mahomes, even though Prescott earns more per year. But he just signed that is a huge contract.
He did. I like your quizzes, too. This sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Mahomes, man, yes, obviously Mahomes signed that deal back in the day, $500 million. But yeah, Dak Prescott, he was going to get paid. We knew it, just because in this game, it's all about leverage. Who has the leverage? Dak had the leverage. But let me tell you something. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, he wanted to pay Dak Prescott. He wanted to be in the news. He wanted to have everybody talking about it. And who else are they going to have? The guy is a great quarterback, and if they're going to have any shot of chasing that Super Bowl that Jerry Jones wants, it's Dak Prescott.
Now, we got a couple of games on talkSPORT 2 over the weekend. On Sunday, we've got 49ers versus the Vikings. That's 6 o'clock. Our coverage starts on talkSPORT 2. Monday, Houston Texans, Chicago Bears. Early hours of Monday, 1 a.m. So let's have a quick look at 49ers versus the Vikings. How'd you see that one panning out?
I can't wait to see this 49ers offense versus this Vikings defense. This is going to be a great matchup, and that's what I'm always looking for. What side of the ball is going to dominate? It's going to be significant. The quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, Sam Darnold, was the backup for the 49ers. So it's a lot of familiarity. It's going to be a battle. It'll be a fun one.
And Texans Bears.
Oh, we got to look at these quarterbacks. You got C.J. Stroud, Caleb Williams. Both of these guys, they're the future of the NFL. Let's see who comes through. It's going to be a great watch, though.
Fantastic. Well, Jason, it's always good to see you, and we will catch up with you next week. People go and check out everything that's going on at talkSPORT.com. We've got the NFL YouTube channel, lots of interviews, lots of stuff going on. Jason's going to be featuring heavily on that for us. And, we will be keeping you in touch with the NFL season via Jason and our top team on the NFL here. And those live commentaries, as we said, 6 o'clock Sunday, 49ers versus the Vikings, and then early hours of Monday, at 1 a.m, it's Houston Texans, Chicago Bears. It's Paul Hawksby and Andy Jacobs here on talkSPORT.